it's been God knows how long. I think it's been over 5 days, like literally. And my leg's still in a rut, as always. It's not where it should be still. I'm resting it, I'm icing it, I'm taking my medicine 3 times a day, which is driving me nanners. But hey, at least it's, you know, trying to get, I don't know what's going on with my knee. So, but anyways, this is not what we're supposed to be talking about right now. It's raining outside. And I'm also, today was the day I was supposed to work on Angela reunion situation, and I'm gonna work on it probably a little bit later though. I think I'm gonna go on how I feel in general speaking before I start playing, because I don't want to play in a weird mood either. But it's like right now I'm in Second Life right now. I have my one computer on Twitter and all that stuff, like keeping an eye on that, and then I got my other computer on Second Life, and I'm in there doing this, you know, hanging out with, well, right now I'm hanging out with Marilyn. So there's probably gonna be some modeling pictures gonna be uploaded to my Flickr, because we've been working on some modeling pictures together for a while now. Because Melina and I have quite a lot of pictures, but Marilyn and I don't. And Marilyn ain't a girl either, although most likely all people are like, wait, Marilyn isn't a girl. No, Marilyn as a guy. You know, guys can have girls' names too. So, but anyway, so him and I are hanging out. You know, that would have helped a lot if I just said him in the beginning. You know, said it's a him, but whatever. We are just like the bestest friends ever, sort of, not quite. Okay, so we're just basically modeling partners, whatever. But I don't know. It's very awkward when it comes to Second Life with me, because it's like the people I paint with. I have like a small group, and yeah, they're in my acting class and all that, because I have my own business in there. And sometimes what really frustrates me the most is sometimes not understanding, like, the difference between, you know, when a person's acting and when they're not acting. Although they say the same thing with me too, but it's funny though, because we're all like, okay, who's saying what, who's acting, who's what, and all. And before you go on this tantrum about my freaking bracelets on my right wrist, I haven't been able to find anything to keep the damn things off, so I'm actually stuck with them on for a while until I can find my dang scissors. Unfortunately, I'll be wearing these for a while until I find my until I find my sweater. Yeah, no, until I find my freaking scissors. I would use a knife and all. You know how you do the end blade out or something like that. But I don't want to go near that with a 10-foot, so I'll just until I get enough guts to do it. Because after a while, it's gonna annoy me that they're on my wrist eventually. So I don't think it's a smart way though. So I'm trying to find my scissors. Because my family, they used to do that all the time. And I'm like, I wonder why we don't get in the safety situation. Whatever. Anyways, but it's every time when, I mean, Marilyn has changed his look quite a bit. And it's funny though, because the more he changes his look, it gets closer and closer to basically Tommy, which is getting me like a nervous wreck, because it's like, what the hell? You know, it's like, I even said that to Marilyn the one day, I'm like, what the hell? Are you reading my blogger list? Are you taking like kind of like gestures? He goes, no, not really, but okay. And then he goes, you know, to the one about following, you know, what Tommy looks like. I'm like, he's like, God. Speaking of Tommy, God, I just can't remember. I can't forget that one video. I actually did make an extra video for George, but I didn't like put it up. And it was actually when I did the VIP George thingy. I did 2 videos actually, not just one. I did 2. And the second one was supposed to be, because I sat there and I thought the one would be, well, here's the thing, I'll be honest with you on the reason why there was 2. Because the one kind of had like, well, I wear very short shorts and my butt seems to come out of my shorts. It seems that my ass is just, well, it's funny though, because Because if you look at my one, girly products number 2, you look at the very, like the thumbnail, it's like, hello, and like, I don't know, it's pretty funny, because it's like, I don't know, it's like, I'm just trying to keep him under a certain rating and all that, and it's like, it's not that bad, but it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm just self-conscious, I have no idea, I don't know, I'm not, like, it doesn't bother me, it's just like, why would anyone else want to see that, you know, so it's like, but maybe just that, I think I went on a few topics too in the video, I need to take a look at it one day, but, anyways, figures, I always go, well, it's gonna be uploaded, I just gotta figure how I'm gonna upload it though, because there's so many topics in it that could be going for my dark side, sort of speech, where, you know, where it explains more, because see, the dark side, DancingSouless dark side. What the fuck? I say dark side, and it just completely went silent, and it stopped raining. What the fuck? Well, that's a sign of God knows what exactly, but okay. I'm always looking for signs for things. Whatever. Anyhow. Well, if anything, I'm trying to look for signs to see if I'm going to end up meeting anybody or be with someone. I'm constantly always looking for signs. You can never tell, though. People are so complicated. But, anyways, back to Marilyn. He does read my blogger letters. And I do ask for pointers from my friends, even, you know, the ones that are in my acting class, like what they think about it and all, because what I'm planning on actually doing is eventually taking that, blogger, I want to actually make it in real life, but it's so fucking complicated, it's so hard to find anybody that wants to do, you know, stuff like that, and actually look the part too. And then I'm having a little bit, like, a tossy-turny inside my heart too, because it's like, if I do it, then I have to sit there, you know, like, hey, this is acting, this is not. And it's so fucking complicated, because my whole world's, like, so upside down in my head. Like, my blogger letters, like, everything, and it's, like, ugh, complicated. Anyways. Although it'd be fun to act, but I wouldn't mind, I mean, we are preparing for the making it into a movie and all that. Well, not really a movie, more like episodes. And I'm looking forward to it. But the thing I'm really afraid of, and probably to be honest, is actually falling in love with somebody. You know? I hate to say that, but it's like every time I write about Tommy, if I had met somebody like that, or had all the, and he had all the characteristics, you know, I think I'd just drop. Like, not drop, but like, it would be so difficult for me, because he'd be like, what the hell are you thinking, you idiot? You know, you're not really, you can't do that to yourself anymore. It's not gonna happen. You can't go near that kind of stuff anymore. You need to steer far away, because that's what causes half your problems. Meaning, I think, to be honest, the biggest problems I've ever had was falling in love, to be honest, because every time I've ever done fall in love, I always got hurt. So, but someone like Tommy was out there, and someone was like him, I couldn't say no. I couldn't. It'd be so hard, but I'd be so scared at the same time, because it'd be like, I don't want them to leave. I don't want them. Oh my God, the internal battles just continue. I hate this, God, and yet I'm venting on camera about this. People are gonna think I'm crazy. Actually, technically, I think I'm pretty sure you guys already know I'm crazy. Who cares? Thanks, Marilyn, for freaking getting my mind in a bunch. I don't have my headset on, so he can't hear me. He probably can't, because I have the headset over there, because I have separate headsets for each computer, and we talk via, with Second Life, you can talk to your pals or whatever via, here, I'll show you the computer. Oh, I hate to show you spot on. See this? Like, when I put this on, he can hear me through here in Second Life, because we can talk. Did he say something? You better not be saying anything! Seriously! I'll be back in a moment doing a video. Anyhow, but it's a cool game, whatever. When I get lonely the most, I always tend to go there constantly. Because that's all I have. Every time I always think that's all I have, I go to play. I don't know, I'm always searching, always reaching, always whatever. I just so tired of being alone, but yet I don't want to sit there and complicate myself any more than I have to either. I mean, constantly looking for comments, constantly looking, and I mean, really, that side of me, that lonely side is telling me, hey, you need somebody in your life, and my other side's like, fuck you, girl, that ain't happening if it's like on the last lever. And it's like, I want to share my life with someone. I want to sit there and be able to be, when it's raining, sitting on a couch, you know, under the covers, watching a movie with popcorn and sodas or whatever. I miss sharing my moments. I miss sharing my life. And now it's raining. As soon as I said I miss sharing my life, then it starts raining again. Oh God, it's the truth. Why can't I just sit there and just understand it? Sorry for the complicated video, and I'm pretty sure you're confused, and if you have any questions, just sit there and ask at this point. Although at this point, I'm so fucking confused in my own head right now, I don't know which way to go anymore. I mean, I can sit there and deny myself all I want, a lot of things in my life, and I just think it's going to complicate things even more, and it's not going to stop. I'm always searching, always looking, and I don't find anything. And then when I think there's somebody there, they're not there, and it's so complicated. But everyone be like, well, you have your friends on Second Life. Really? Has that what it's come down to, Second Life? The life where I have everything I could possibly ever want? I'm basically like a rich bitch in there. I got my formal, I got my jewelry, I got my everything. I have children. I don't have a partner though. You know? And I got Marilyn. And I got Melina. And I have a few others, but I don't want to talk to them. But my main two people that I hang with is Melina and Marilyn. Sucks. You know, it really does. Not them. Not them. They don't suck. It just sucks that. The sad part is when I'm in there and I know it's like, it's like a Second Life and all, but it's like, that's the stuff I want in my real life. And I can't even come close to it at times. I just checked on the see if you're recording still. Yeah. I have homes, I have houses, pools, you name it, I have it all in there. But yet I don't have somebody in my life that I love. It's funny how, you know, I've done this with my Sims too, made my character, meaning me, and I made two sides, meaning, let me explain this. I had one where she was rich and had everything, and I had one where she had to work her ass off to get what she was, and it was like, as long as I had somebody to love and, you know, have a big family when I was rich, I was fine. Same thing with when I had, well, it's funny though, because when I was on the poor side with The Sims, I barely got time to be with anybody. I was always working. And I don't want to sit there and spend the rest of my life just working all the time and not have love in my life. I mean, technically I have love inside me, so I have love. I mean, you know what I mean by love in general speaking. You want to spend it with someone, not always by yourself. It's so fucking complicated. And it's like when I'm writing my blogger series, which I haven't, and I felt like it yesterday, but I didn't, because I need a rest. And when I write about Tommy, it's like, I know I keep talking about him so much, but god damn it, where is he in my life? Where is a guy like that, for God's sake? It's like impossible nowadays, because there are so many people out there that are just, you know, either they're stuck-up snobs, or they're not, and they're goofy, you know, and they're decent. And then there's Tommy again! Oh, thank you! Hear the siren? That's all I wanted, was just hear that. I a sign like that. Oh, thank you so much. I just wanted something so bad and I got it. I know it's just a siren. I know it's just an officer, God knows where, but every time I get down, I'm always looking for signs. And then there's times I don't look for signs at all. But I just want direction. The reason why I look for signs is I just need direction. I'm patient. I've been patient for God knows how long it's been over. How long it's been? Let's see. My youngest son will be 4 on June 9th. Oh, that was yesterday. He's 4. Try not to pay attention to all that because that's just it's still bothered that my kids are not with me, but whatever. They'll find me when they're older. Anyways, so it's been what, maybe 4 or 5 years since I've been with a guy. I'd say a good 5 years total. Since I've been with a guy, and a good total of 3 years with a girl. God, that's a long time. And a long time being lonely altogether. Holy shit. Although it's very complicated though, because when I'm around men, I tend to sit there and get a little bit jumpy. Like, I don't know how to act around them. I really don't. All I know is not ever give anybody eye contact, because that means you're going to connect with them. And I don't want to give people eye contact because, see, the thing I learned in counseling was when you give someone eye contact, it means that you're trying to connect to them. I mean, I'm able to connect with you like no other on camera. That's fine, but as in person, I don't know how I'd react to that. I mean, I could try. That's just what I get. I get anxiety. I get anxiety, like, off the wazoo when someone looks at me, Not when they just look at me, but like when you're talking to somebody, you're supposed to look in their eyes, and to me, it's like, the reason why I try not to look into somebody's eyes is so I don't connect to them, so I don't attach my feelings to them, so I don't want to sit there and get hurt again, so I distance myself. God damn it all, I haven't even got the 75th freaking blogger story out, and here I am talking about this with you guys now. There's some things in that talks about my heart with Tommy. Well, not with Tommy, people. Some things, but it's not with him. It's not bad. You'll have to read it when it comes out. But all I know is when I heard those times, it made me happy. It gave me something to friggin' hope about. That maybe he's out there somewhere. And why do I sit there and devote my time to a camera and explain this all the time? Because it makes me feel better about myself, and it makes me feel better, and it's actually nice to share my feelings with others, although they probably think I'm crazy, but that's fine, I don't give a damn. The point is that maybe I'm not the only one out there that feels the same way, Hence why I do these videos, because even if it's uneasy and uncomfortable, there's gotta be someone out there that's feeling the same way I feel. There's gotta be someone that's confused, or whatever it is, Or, you never know, so... If you wonder what leg it was that had boo-boos, it was my left leg. That's what. This is my right leg. Going that direction. See, the only way I can remember my left and right is when I remember right cemetery, left is the bus station. See, when I was a little girl, basically, the only way I can remember my left from my right was left was the bus station and right was the graveyard, because... Why am I explaining this again? I shouldn't be explaining that one either, to be honest. I should be putting it in another video. Well, we'll talk about that in another video. Although that's going to leave you in curiosity, but you're just going to have to watch the other video of my dark side. So, it's not, the reason I call it dark side is just, not many people want to know stuff about me. So I put everything in the dark side about, it's like covering your face, a mask, That mask that covers your face, you don't know the person, You've seen the mask in my bedroom. A lot of people say I put a mask on. Well, in the past I did when I've had certain makeup on and all. Long story for another video. Anyways, I'm gonna get going before I ramble on and go on to other subjects they're not supposed to be talking about now, because they're supposed to be a separate video, and I'm so horrible at trying to sit there and stay on one subject. Which is fine. hey, it'd be just like if you were in person right here with me. I'd be talking to you. And I probably would be trying to look into your eyes. To get that uncomfortable feeling to go away, because I think my biggest flaw is I don't want to get hurt again, so I don't want to look in people's eyes, and I don't want to connect, because they might run away, they might go away, they might move away, they might never see me again, I don't like that feeling. It's abandonment, and I have abandonment issues, big time. So it's best not to connect, and it's best not to look into someone's eyes. Sorry. Kind of got a little excited there when I said that, and I was about to cry too, because it was like, I don't like that. I've been through a lot of abandonment situations with my past. Anyways, what do you fucking do? She's got abandonment issues. I got a lot of issues. Trust issues, abandonment issues, you name it, I have a lot of issues. Anyways, let me get going before I get really more anxious about it, but let's just put it this way. I do want to connect with people. I do want to sit there and not be alone anymore. Just so weird saying that, because I don't know how many people, probably a lot of people out there say that, but me particularly, I'm not getting old. I love it. For one time, I actually fucked up my brain. I was gonna say, I'm not getting old. What was I gonna say? I'm not getting old. Yes, I'm not getting older. Usually most people say, I'm not getting any younger. Well, in my case, I'm not getting older. It's actually funny though, because I've actually kept the same face since I was younger, so it just hasn't changed. It's just now my hair's starting to get lighter. Yeah, that's fine. I'm getting older. That's fine. 31. Can you believe it? Jeez. It's been one decade. A decade is 100 years, I believe. Or is it 10? No, that's a century. 10 years is a decade. So technically, I'm 31. So that makes me 3 decades and a year. I'm almost a half century old, which is 50 years old. But I'm only 31. I know I'm not pushing it. I'm just understanding I'm almost a half a century almost. I don't know. I have nothing else to look forward to at this point. I really don't. I mean, it's so funny when you're younger. It's like, oh, I can't wait till I'm 13. I'm going to be a teenager. Ooh, what they fucking do? You're going to be a teenager. Okay. Whatever. I mean, woo, you're a teenager now. Yeah, that doesn't make no difference. You're 16. Okay, you're 16. What do you freaking do? Okay, you're 18 now. You're adult now. Okay, good. That means you get responsibility. I don't know why people get excited about that. 21. Ooh, I get drink. I've already drank way before the age of 21. What's the point of that? 25. You can sit there and get your do a rental thing with cars. You know, the rental thing. What do you forget? I don't see no point in any of those milestones, to be honest, because I've been through them all, and it was so boring because I did all the crap before then. It's like so boring. To me, it seems life can be so boring sometimes, and people get so excited about it when they're younger, and then when they get older, it's like, okay, now what's our milestones now? I'm 31, excuse me. I'm 31 now. What's my milestones now? I don't have none. Except for to look forward to when I'm 50 years old and I'm a half a century old. And then 100 years old when I'm a century old. That's not exciting if you ask me. That's all I have to look forward to be honest. And before anyone says grandchildren and all that, like, good luck on that one. I'm telling you that much. Because the older I get, I mean, I'm going to have more children. And I'm pretty sure they're going to go off and have their own life, you know what I mean? And I know I'm going to be into my own life too, so, I mean, I already am in my own life now. I don't know what my future holds, and that frustrates me. Because I don't know what it holds, and I don't know who I'm going to end up with them, and I don't know anything, and it's so frustrating. You know, people don't understand. I mean, knowing and not knowing can be a scary thing, and it also can be a frustrating thing, and people don't realize that, you know? Loneliness just sucks, I tell you that much. It really does. Sometimes when I'm watching a movie, and this is the honesty, I feel like, you know, I'm a chick girl. I do watch sappy romance movies and horror movies and all sorts of different. I watch all sorts of movies. But when I watch those like romantic comedy things, it bugs me to no end because it's like I already know the ending. Because I know all the formulas of acting and all that shit. I'm just like, I know all this shit. Like, hello, like, bring me something new. Seriously. I mean, come on. And then it's not, and it kind of upsets me sometimes too, because when I watch movies, it's like, either I've actually been in most of those situations in real life, and then it bugs me. I think what bugs me the most is sometimes when I watch a movie and I'm by myself. Once again, God damn, it always resembles loneliness. God. You think, see, what I try to do is try to look at the positive things. I'm watching a movie and relaxing. Now I try to pick one positive thing so I don't get so upset about being alone. I try that every day, and so hard. When I don't get to look out my windows, for God's sake, unless it's raining, just to see how bad it is, and see if I'm going to get flooded in. And if it's sunny outside, I don't even dare look outside without sunglasses, because I hate the sun, and I hate sunlight. I like nightfall, and I like to be indoors. I don't really go outside ever. I stay indoors about 24/7, except for one day a week, and that's it. I'm behind a computer about, 7 days a week? But six of the 7 days, I'm always constantly behind a computer, doing work, waiting for a comment, looking at comments, commenting back, and now I'm trying to, be more back in Second Life, and perfectly trying to write more on my blogger series, too. I hate being lonely. I'm gonna check it for a minute. You're recording still? Okay. Sorry if it's kind of dark in here, but whatever. I'm just venting in this video. At the same time, it's like, I have to wonder exactly how close, I do sometimes when I get really, upset, sometimes. I think about Tommy, and I think about what he would do to get me out. Oh God, I'm about to almost cry. Holy crap, I haven't ever felt that before. Okay, we will just let that feeling go. Just go, feeling. I don't need this now. Ugh. I always talk about, even in my poems, about just feeling safe in somebody's arms. That sucks. Why did I get screwed over in my life? Ugh. Stop being emo. I feel like I'm being emo right now, and I'm not. Some people don't realize that in my past life, well, not even my past life, because it's still part of me, I just don't really show it much on my videos, or show you that side of me so much, because I don't really wear my black makeup a lot anymore. I used to 100% wear black all the time, black lipstick, yes, gothic, Every time now if I even try to put even dark makeup on, people just flip. They're like, what? That's not you. You're the cute girly type. What's the matter? Are you sad? And sometimes I am. Sometimes I like to show it in different directions besides, put on a fake smile every day. Sometimes I like to be artistic and show it through makeup sometimes, but it scares people. Which is funny though, because technically, I had a friend way back when, and I mean way back when, a long time ago, when I would put on my gothic makeup, and I remember one time he just came out and said, and it was a guy, he came out and said that when I put my black makeup on, it was like a mask. I was covering up who I was, and he said that I really didn't have to. I could show him the real me, but the problem was, I knew inside that gut instinct that he was not going to be around forever, my friend. And he wasn't, and I was right. I went with my gut instinct, and he was gone. I had the right to, put myself behind that shield and put me in that dark place that I did. Being in that dark side, being in that dark place, and being behind a mask, sometimes it's actually the best thing for me, because, and it doesn't even, I don't even have to wear makeup to do that. Anyway, hi guys, DancingSouless. I know there's a little, here it is at 29 minutes later, and we're in the middle of the show. I had to make sure I'm here again, because the thing was, the video kind of cut off at the end of that. So let me explain the behind the mask situation, which, if you noticed, in my room, you always see a mask, always, right underneath a hat. Now, as for the longest time, we've been on our channel, going back and forth with well, not really going back and forth, we're YouTube, so that's just that. But some of our albums are, our butterfly, and then the mask and all. Well, anyways, behind DancingSouless, there's a lot of meaning behind our name, and it'll be in another video altogether, sooner or later, explaining little details. We'll be explaining little details here and there, because it's not something that can be really defined, or actually be talked about all in one sitting, actually, because there's so much behind what it means, and not many people know what it means. Because there's a big meaning by it. Now, people look at DancingSouless, the name, and are like, DancingSouless, does that mean dancing? Well, a little bit of it does, but then the kind of doesn't either, so it's a big situation. We'll go into it sooner or later, but this is not about that. But the mask situation. Now, what I was talking about in the prior, few minutes before was about I could wear a mask. We were talking about the mask situation. Well, way back when, like you heard about the Gothic situation. Basically, when I was talking about the part about protecting myself, and I'm kind of glad I did what I did with my one friend, because I did leave. And it's kind of good that I stay in the darkness and stay like behind my shield and the mask and all that crap. Basically, the thing about me is, and it will be explained a little bit in the blogger story on the 75th one, is the thing about me is you don't have to have a mask. You don't have to have a physical mask to be behind a mask. You don't have to have makeup to be behind a mask. You could just, it could be many ways you're behind something, like, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's just like when I do talk about my heart here and then, when I have my bad days and good days, you see always me explaining about my heart being black and not this glittery, excuse me, this glittery, red heart sparkly thing. The thing I could tell you, it's fear, anger, sorrow, hate. Basically, all of the feelings that I experience quite often tends to protect me particularly. It doesn't let me do a lot of things. And what I mean by that, and I need explanation on that, because that's gonna kind of get people uptight about that one. Like, it won't let me love, it won't let me do certain things without sitting there and having, like, it's almost like a subconscious thing that would say, no, you should not be getting close to this person, because it's like an instinct. It's like, I know this person's going to hurt you, do not let them know everything about you, and if they get close enough to know you, you know what to do. And I always have this safety mechanism that will pop up at that moment if they get too close enough, and it's like, okay, shield up. It's like, okay, you're not getting close enough, and I'm not going to let you get close enough. And I have like many sectors of what basically protects me at all times. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to get hurt again. Fuck that shit. I will protect myself in every which way I can. Sorry, I'm looking at the time. Every which way ever, because I have been hurt many times before, physically, emotionally, sexually, verbally. I've been abused in all the factors, in every single way. And I'm not just about to get hurt again. And I'm not going to let anybody hurt me, period. So I'm going to put that defense mechanism up all the time. And yes, because I've put it up for so long, it's gotten to the point where it's even driving me crazy, because it's like, you got to open that damn door, you need to get out of that bubble, and you need to sit there and go out there, talk to people. Nothing is perfect, like you said. You got to sit there and learn from it. I've learned from my hurt pretty much a lot, but because I was hurt so much, it's like, you can only go through so much agony and pain and sorrow and all that to the point before you start just blocking out the whole world altogether, which I tend to do a lot. If I get too far hurt, I'll tend to go, put the mask down, it's like, okay, world doesn't exist anymore, I'm going to stay in my little bubble. A lot of us do that, but it's like, but now, recently, I'm trying to take little baby steps outside and try to learn again. Well, not learn, but kind of like try again to learn more, I guess. I don't know, explain it, to be honest. It's just, I'm trying to say, it's like, I don't know, explain it, to be honest. It's hard to define what I'm trying to do. It's just, it's going to take baby steps. It's going to take a lot of things, and I need people to be understanding on this, because this is not something easy for me to do, because it's been over 5 years with a guy. It's been over 3 years with a girl, to be exact. And I said this to many of my guy friends, and they're like, holy shit. I'm like, yeah. And I don't trust nobody. And it's not just it's not it's the people who have hurt me who made me that way. And what I gotta learn is how to come out of that hurt that I've been hurt so much and try to fix it, like mend it, and say, you know what? You know, these people are not that way. You know, these people are, I mean, yeah, there are bad and good people, but you can't keep hiding because you're just going to keep yourself in that bubble and you'll be all alone and you're going to be a bitch from wheels in that bubble and you'll drive yourself insane. Although, technically, I think we're all insane already, but, but you know what I mean? It's something I can't hide from forever. No one can hide forever. No one. It's not going to teach them nothing. It's just going to keep them where they were before. And it's not. You're not going to learn from nothing. You're going to sit there. It's not good. It's not good. I will explain more about the mask situation in future episodes, but I just want to take time to make this little episode, this little tiny thing to fill in the gap that just screwed up the other half. So if you're not a family member, please give a huggy to that huggy button. Please give a mwah if you enjoyed our conversation. Whenever not, the love button, which is this. Please don't forget to snuggles, the bell button, which you get hot off the press, basically. Please don't forget to upvote over at me, and don't forget that basically what's going on right now, there's like two types of donations you can do over at VidMe, where if you donate $10 a month, you'll be a sweet subscriber. If you donate $99 a month, you're a super famous VIP subscriber. Each one has different perks, and we do tweak it here and then. So, and it's actually good. You know, it's going to be tweaked a little bit more here and then because we're still learning, but it's going to be tweaked. You know, the perks and all will be tweaked because we got to figure out how all that's going to work, and learning process, you know, trial and error situation, but we'll learn. Alright guys, we're going to go now, so